Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another HEX video. I'm going to start a new series here called Deck Tech. And basically we're just going to go through and we're going to build different decks that that I've thought about or maybe somebody suggests, and we'll go through and test them out. So the first deck that I've been thinking about that I think we're going to try out here is going to be based on the Diamond Shard and all about gaining health. And the idea is to gain a bunch of health and get a certain troop out as soon as possible. You know, as soon as like turn 5, turn 6. It is a 7 resource cost card, so the sooner you can get them out, the better. So let's go ahead and let's go into our deck manager and let's start constructing this deck here. So this is actually going to be a 3-color deck. We're going to be using the Wild Shard and we're going to be using the Sapphire Shard. Now we're only going to be using one card from each of those other colors though. From the Wild Shard we're going to be using Pact of Life, and that card there gains us health every time we lay down a resource. The card we're going to be using from the Sapphire Shard is going to be Eldritch Sheild, and that is a spell shield for for the target troop, and that's basically to help protect the Cosmic Elder card that that we want to get out there as soon as we can. And it's that card there. It's attack and defense are based on the actual champion's health. To kind of see as we construct the deck, you'll see what what my thought process was behind this and actually coming up with it. So let's go ahead and get started here. First card we want is Pact of Life. And we're going to want 4 of these. And first we need to make a new deck. I'm just going to call this Health Deck. There we go. Alright, Health Deck. Get 4 of these. And then we're going to want Surge Mechanism. And what he does is he'll gain us a charge. So if we're not pulling resources, we still want, or not a charge, gain a resource. So if we're having a tough time pulling resources, if we at least have 2, we'll still be able to gain a resource and not fall behind on the actual resource count. So we're gonna want 2 of these, and then we're gonna want the Ozawa card. This is our card that we want to bring out as soon as possible. And you can see here this troop gets XX damage and defense, and it also has life drain. Life drain is the key to this card, I think. So because if he's attacking with 20 and he gets blocked, well, he's gonna gain 20. So that's huge, and it can escalate pretty quickly. And we're gonna take 4 of these in our deck. And then we're gonna want Eternal Youth. And this is our health escalation for more health gain. I'm going to grab 4 of these. And then we're going to grab Soothing Breeze. Soothing Breeze, when we play it, we gain 7 health. So we're going to also take 4 of these. So that's another total of 28 health gain right there. And then we're going to grab... let's grab the Living Totem. Living Totem, I chose to have some type of mid-game defense, and also you can put flight on these and life drain. So if we're playing against a flight deck, we can at least have a chance to knock those characters out, and with the life drain we can always be gaining health. So let's go ahead and put 4 of these in our deck. And then let's go ahead and grab the Righteous Paladin. Righteous Paladin gets a buff of +1/+1 every time we gain health, and since we are a health gaining deck, it only makes sense to put the Righteous Paladin in there. So we're going to put 4 of those. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get Eldritch Sheild. I think that's how you spell it. Yep, right here. So we'll use this to put Spell Shield on the Cosmic Elder here. So we're going to grab 4 of those since we have 4 of the elders. And from there, we're just going to go ahead and grab shards. We're going to do 16 diamond shards. And then we're going to do 4 wilds and 2 sapphires. Oops. And there's 2 cards I forgot. We want the HEX engine. This this card here I chose. Okay, if like we're sitting at 5 resources, we have our threshold met for a cosmic elder, and we have 18 health. We can bump up our resources to at least 7, and then we can actually get him out there. This is just to help us get the elder out a little bit quicker, and also help us out if we're falling behind. So let's go. We're gonna grab 4 of these, and then the other card I forgot about is going to be the Shards of Fate card. The Shards of Fate card is to help us pick out the resources that we have limited amounts of, and that's the sapphire and the wild. So we'll put 4 of these. Okay, so basically we have 10 resource cards of another color that we can actually choose. We rarely will we use this one to pull out a diamond, since we have 16 diamond resources in our deck. We're mainly going to use this to pull out the green and the blue. Okay, so let's go ahead and select a champion. The champion I want to choose with this particular deck here is a champion that gains health, and that one's going to be Running Deer. Running Deer, every 4 charges we gain 5 health. Let's go ahead and select that, and then we'll go ahead and save our deck. And first we'll go ahead and play against an AI game to see how the deck draws, see if we need any tweaks to it. And then we'll go ahead and play somebody for real to see how the deck really performs. So let's go ahead and jump into an AI game and see what it can do. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and select our deck, health deck. Go and challenge and see what type of deck we're going to be playing against. Continue past that there. Let's see what our opening hand is. Not bad. I'll keep that. So at least we got 4 resources. Unfortunately, we got the card that we want to draw later right now, but we're just going to keep it because we don't want to get rid of it, because who knows if we're going to draw another one. At least we got the living totem, so we can at least have some presence on the field. We're basically just going to start here by laying some resources down. And we got our 2 packs of life. Not sure we need those this soon. At least we will be able to play them. I can do the wild shard and then pull another wild out with the Shards of Fate. So you can see how that Shards of Fate card comes in handy. So then at least next turn here we'll be able to play down our living totem, and we can start buffing him every turn. Okay, 1 damage. These guys here don't pose too huge of a threat on the field, so I'm not too worried about them. Let's go ahead and lay that down. Lay down our living totem. And then next turn, depending on what we draw, but we're probably going to do that wild shard, and then the following turn we'll pull out the other wild shard, and we can start laying down our packs of life. Just to be able to keep up here. And then we're going to go and play our Shards of Fate. And then we're going to pull out our other wild shard. Now when you do this, it doesn't give you a resource this turn. It just gives us a threshold bump. Okay, so now let's see here. Do we attack? And if we do, we're going to take 4, 5, 6 damage next turn. Tis 3. Let's just skip it and see if we can maybe defend. So now next turn we'll go and lay down a Pact of Life, then we'll lay down a diamond. We'll gain 3 health from that. Our charge will be built up on our champion. We'll gain 5 health from that. He's still not attacking. Who's he changing to a dingler? Oh, that's an AI bug right there. He changed one of his own troops into a dingler. Like I said, playing the AI is not really going to tell us how the deck does, how it performs against other decks. It's just going to tell us, kind of give us an idea of how it draws and how it plays out. Okay. So now, let's go ahead. Let's go and play Pact of Life. And we'll play a Shard. We'll go ahead and gain our 5 health, up to 27 health. Then we'll go ahead and play another Totem. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's attack now with this particular Totem. I'm not sure if he's going to block or not. He's not, so we'll just let it go through, which is fine. Alright, so looks like hopefully we do get a resource. So what we can do here is we're going to play Hex Engine, and then next turn we'll be able to pull him out. We're going to take some damage in the meantime, but we're going to be able to block some of it. So we're going to if he attacks with these two, we're going to sacrifice this Totem for one of these guys. Let's see here. This one's going to gain us 2. So what we can do here actually is let's just go ahead and gain 2 right now. We're going to get our other Totem out. Okay, that gives us our flight Totem back, so we'll be able to block next turn if he attacks. Let's see, we're not going to attack. Using purely for blocking. Let's see what he does. Another Spectre coming out. Spectre, how you want to call it. This turn here. Be nice to get a resource. And we don't. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead and give ourselves the 7 resources we need. You can see how this card now comes in handy when we'll pull him out. So as you can see, he's got 27 attack, 27 defense, and life drain. We'll see if he has a card in his hand to send him back to our hand. Hopefully not, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to attack with him because he'll be able to take him out. So we're just going to, again, skip the attack. And then we'll definitely attack when he can. So we're kind of getting shorted on the resources, which we knew could possibly happen, which is why we had the Shards of Fate card and the Hex Engine to still be able to pump our resources up there. Okay. So what do we do here? Let's go ahead. Let's give him life drain. That's 2. We're going to give him life drain. Oh, whoop. My bad. Gotta give ourselves some resources here to work with. Now we can give him life drain. Alright. So now let's go ahead and attack with him. And you'll see how this works. He's going to block with that. Doesn't matter. I know we're not going to do any damage, but our health now jumps up. It doubles. It's going to double every time that we can attack with this guy. So now he's going to attack. I'm surprised he didn't. He's just going to use all of his troops to defend. Now, a normal person probably wouldn't do this. A real human. Okay, let's go ahead and give ourselves 7 more health. Probably not needed, but we did it anyway. Let's go ahead and give him flight. And even though we've only technically laid down, 4 actual resources, we are still able to pull out that 7 cost card and do quite a bit. So now let's go ahead and lay down Pact of Life, just so we can get 6 health off of this. That works out pretty good. And let's go ahead and buff him. Go and continue. Let's just go ahead and attack with everybody. He's going to use this one here to block, I'm sure. He'll use these to block with these, or I'm not sure what he's going to do. He might use this to block one of these just to get rid of it, which is fine with me. Yep, that's what he did. As you can see, it's highly unlikely that he's going to be able to pull anything. The only thing he'll be able to pull is this: he can send this card back to my hand. But we can just pull it right back out next turn. Because luckily we have 2 more sitting in our hand. Okay, so we're going to take 4 damage here. Not that it's going to affect us at all. So as you can see, the deck here can become unstoppable. Basically now it's just wear him down, get rid of his cards. And we'll block this one again to get rid of it. And then next turn, if he doesn't lay a troop, which he won't have any, we'll be able to buff him. We won't be able to quite be able to kill him, but we'll be darn close. Pass priority. Get a shard there. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and bump up. Give us 2 there. So up to 10. Let's go buff him as many times as we can. Oh, I think we're going to be able to do it. Nope, not quite. So he's not going to attack. And then this will be game right here. So as you can see, the deck has the potential to become very powerful and basically unstoppable. Now, if we were playing against a blood deck, somebody with extinction can wipe that out. But again, that's why we have 4 of those cards to try to defend against that. Also the spell shields and whatnot. So hopefully you like that deck there. You go ahead and build it and tweak it as you will. We will have more deck tech episodes in the future. So if you like the video, go ahead and click subscribe below. Leave a comment if you like. Like the video so other people can find it, and I'll have another video for you soon.